Hi guys, it's Tash Dunon here. I am here with Sebastian, my husband, and
Hi.
and today we are just going to speak about Leo's birth story because his birthday is coming up, so we decided to just make a little video about it. For us, it's a tradition that my dad was always telling the birth story in our family, so I thought I want to continue that with Leo, that we probably as parents together just tell him his story. So before I start, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It's down below. It's the red button. And yeah, also like and comment and let us know what you like about home births, and if you would do one, if you did one, and anything you like or you don't like. And yeah, that would be great. Let's just jump in. We had a home birth 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did we choose to have a home birth? Well, for me, it was something I always wanted. I always wanted a home birth, I think, since I was, let's say, 10, maybe a little bit younger. I think I heard about having a home birth after my brother was born, and I was 7 as he was born. And somehow a woman my mom knew had her child in her bathtub, and I found it really awkward. But then somehow I started thinking about it, and with the time and with the years, I really, really wanted a home birth, and we had some plans around it.
I thought the idea was quite good because for some reason I was in the natural stuff and I thought this sounds more natural and I always go for more natural stuff. So yeah, so at the end I was quite sold by it and I think I was pushing for it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really happening as a home birth rather than hospital or any other in between.
Yeah, so, and after we just looked into the whole thing, for many, many, many years actually, it was the place to give birth at home. And a midwife came to you and you did that together at home. And then somehow it became easier for a birth to happen in a hospital. And yeah, people just took that as the new normal. So it is more or less something that happened throughout centuries, and that was normal. And we actually wanted to have something special also. And for me, it was nicer to the baby as well, to welcome the baby in a comforting, nice environment, homey environment, instead of in a hospital room with flickery light and bright light and
Yeah, unnatural like
unnatural light, a place where I, as a mom, as a laboring mom, don't feel well, and where we feel like we can't just be ourselves, because obviously you're in a different place, so you're not yourself like you would be at home. So that was also one of the things why we choose a home birth. And yeah, let's just continue with our experience. Our experience was, I would say, somewhat great, because one of the really great benefits is that if you're pregnant, the midwives actually come to your place in the birth preparation, and you're not going to hospital also for your checkups. Obviously, you have your scans in the hospital, but like hearing the baby's heartbeat, Sebastian actually learned how to do it, and measurements and urine tests and stuff we all did at home. And we had such a great time because the midwife just had so much time on her hand, and sometimes they were here for like half an hour or so.
Yeah.
And we really could discuss our feelings, our needs, our worries with her, and it was amazing. So it was great, and I think that's a service I definitely would love to have in my next pregnancy again, whenever it's gonna happen. Then the birth itself, we were that one couple where everything was going wrong, because it was the 7th of January. Leo was born, and my due date was on New Year's Eve. And my midwife, who went through the pregnancy process, and she actually went on holiday because you go on holiday this time of the year, and she was not there as Leo wanted to come. So we had two other midwives which we didn't know, but they were amazing and great, and it was great to have them. We had aimed to have like a water birth, so we got birthing pool. I think it was like birth in a box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you just put air inside. You got like a pillow in the back if you wanted to use that pillow, and you got all those handles to hold on. And I think you also have like a place to put a water bottle depending on the pool, and it was comfortable. It was nice. Yeah.
It was a nice pool.
And I think I went too early in that pool because I just was in pain, and I knew it was soothing, and Sebastian was warming it up. And my mom told me not to go that early in that pool because it can make the labor longer. But somehow the midwife that had to come had to go to another birth as well, and she was called just before we called her, and so she was going to the other birth. And then it I just had to wait, and I had to relax, and the pool was helping me, and somehow I probably made that birth experience longer. And then as she finally came, I think I was still 3 centimeters.
Yeah. 2 centimeters dilated.
Yeah, so she told me not to go back in the pool, and I had to labor then alone. And she left again, like, when you go to the hospital and you're not dilated enough to send you home. But I was so happy that I didn't have to go to hospital because I felt like I couldn't go in the car, I couldn't go down the stairs, I couldn't do anything besides laboring. And I had like one contraction after the other, and she was like, no, it's not close enough. So I had to wait, and it was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of shouting.
Yes, a lot of shouting, and I was feeling really, really, really sorry for the neighbors. And apparently they were all nice and friendly and saying that they haven't heard anything. But yeah, I mean, what do I know? Then I had like the worst hour of my whole laboring process. It was so painful, and I think I had to turn Leo as well. Like his back was supposed to be on my tummy, like in front, but his back was against my back. And yeah, it's not supposed to be like that, and it's really, really painful when it's like that. So the midwife told us positions to do to turn him as well. And then after an hour she came back, and I was actually 7 centimeters, so within an hour I went from 3 to 7. And then after a few hours laboring, Leo came. So yeah, I did get tired in the end. So the midwife asked me to try to find a squatting position, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do a squatting position. And just like, yeah, no, let's go in the bathroom, and you hang between the sink and the bathtub, and then you just try to squat in between and just let gravity take over. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But actually, it was the best position, and I would definitely consider that position again because it was just great. And then being in a bathroom, the other midwife just cleaned up everything afterwards, and the toilet was near, so all the blood just went to the right place and was easily cleaned up. And after Leo was born, I actually was able to sit down and just hold him and wait for the afterbirth to come. And holding my baby, I just did not feel any pain anymore in that sense. Of course, everything felt sore and I was exhausted, but I was so happy holding him in my arm and having him on my chest. And it was a beautiful experience.
It was.
It was. Yeah. And you are really excited. I never saw Sebastian squatting, but I was, I think, having like the last of the contraction before, and they could see the head coming out. Sebastian actually started squatting to make sure he sees everything and he won't miss anything. Yeah, yeah, you were excited. Then afterwards, I had to go to hospital because I had like a 2-degree tear, and so they said it was better to go to the hospital. Leo also had a poop inside, and it was just a small one, and he seemed fine. But if babies have poop inside, it can happen for various reasons. Yeah, and they have to be checked out just to make sure everything is good. And so we went to a hospital, but they were great in the hospital as well, because they were feeling bad because we were trying to have a home birth, and they were like, you were supposed to be at home now. And then they give us a really nice room for ourselves, and it was good. I had my own toilet. I was feeling so amazing because I mean everything was sore. I mean peeing was, oh my god, I was the worst. I had a nightmare about just going to the toilet. It was like but eventually I found some tricks and tips, and if you would like to know my birth essentials and what helped me to manage the pain, please ask down below, and I just will try to make another video for that. Also, what I have to mention is having a home birth means no epidural at all. It's not an option. You have to go with all natural things. The closest to pain management you can get is normal pills like paracetamol, ibuprofen, and also gas and air. Anyway, there is a lot to talk about Leo's birth and home birth and what we did. If you have any questions about his birth, or if you are considering to have a home birth, or anything in that way, just drop a comment down below, and we will try to answer you the questions. If you have questions for me as a mom, just ask the questions. If you have questions for Sebastian, also ask those questions, because I felt like I was so afraid that he would faint, and that he would be, you know, like some of the dads, they just can't take their wife or their spouse to be in pain. So I was trying to prepare him with videos, and scared myself eventually. But if you or your partners have any questions about home birth or birth in general, and man related questions, just drop them down below, and we will do a video again for you answering those questions, or do a few videos, because there's just so much to be said. And yeah, I think we should now somehow get to the close. So we do want to have eventually more kids, not just right now. I mean, we are happy with one now, but we don't want them to be too far in age as well. So it will happen somehow in the future, not in the too far future, but it will happen. Will we do a home birth again?
Oh, sure, yes. We would do a home birth again because it was a very good time. We had a great time, very good vibes, and we would like to, kind of reproduce the whole thing. So
Yeah.
yes.
Well, it was a good experience, and we really liked the way of bringing our child at home to this world, welcoming our child, and we still had the Christmas decorations up and all those fairy lights and everything, and it was really nice. And it was like we were ready, and we didn't have to pack bags, we didn't have to rush to the hospital. Yeah, so it was amazing, and I definitely would love to do it again. And I have to say that you were the best birthing partner I ever could ask for.
Oh.
And yeah, we did well, and he did amazing. I mean,
And you did amazing.
who needs epidural if I've got you? So So yeah, it was amazing, and he really encouraged me to breathe and to just go through that. I mean,
Yeah,
on
because I
one
was in the
point,
pool, by the way.
yeah, he was also in the pool, and on one point, I was really wanting to have a cesarean. Actually, I was like, just call an ambulance. I'm going to hospital. I'm having a cesarean, 5 minutes, and it's done. But he just kept encouraging me to not go to hospital, to not have an epidural or a cesarean or anything like that. And yeah, we went through that.
Yeah,
And
because it was your vision.
yeah, I
You
put that.
mentioned it at the beginning also,
Yeah, I was putting that in the birthing plan.
just in case.
If I say something crazy or stupid like that, that yeah, we just try to encourage me to stay at home and just do it. And if something serious would have happened, we would have been in 5 minutes in the hospital. So it wasn't a dangerous game we were playing.
Yeah, it was just.
It was good. So if you have any questions about births or home births, we will try to answer them because there's so many. We just wanted to just make a starter video or yeah, whatever, and we will try to answer them in the comments, or we will try to make another video. Ask him some questions. He was an amazing birthing partner, and it was a great experience. We would love to do it again with the next child, whenever the next child is coming. And the midwives are amazing, especially here in the UK. It is a good setting around home birth, and it is really well organized. So please comment your comments down below. Also make sure you like this video and you share it with other moms and moms to be who are thinking about what birth they want and what their birth plan is supposed to look like. And yeah, we would love to talk more about it because it is an amazing experience, and we are really promoting home birth.
That's it. We'll see you in the next video.
If you haven't subscribed already earlier, please make sure you subscribe, which is going to be just next to Sebastian's head. And also check out the video which is on his chest here that you most probably will like. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. And thanks for watching. Until then.
Bye.